Francis Ngannou's coach Eric Nicksick reveals that Francis's pay would have dropped had he fought Jon Jones and lost. A fan tweeted saying, "From who? Dana offered him $8 million per fight for 3 fights. He won't sniff that again." Nicksick replied it wasn't $8 million per fight. Had he lost to Jon, his pay would have significantly dropped. That was one of the hang-ups in re-signing. He had no protection if he lost to arguably the MMA GOAT. I think there's a lot of misinformation being tossed around. Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo ran into each other at the Fighter Hotel once again.
Not going nowhere, buddy. Not going nowhere, buddy. I was at what point did you guys see the speed of
Henry Cejudo breaks down Gilbert Burns versus Belal Muhammad this weekend.
I see a lot of Khabib in this dude. I think if there's anybody that really resembles Khabib, even like their fight stance, the way they go and they try to get takedowns, Belal Muhammad approaches that. What makes him good is his damn wrestling. And I know he's studying a little bit of Khabib. And typically what they'll do is they'll literally run at you, right? Literally run, moving their feet, which a lot of coaches don't teach. And something that I've been able to develop, taking that from Khabib and from Belal, is they'll run, get closer to you, and they'll start the level-changing process. His strengths, elite grappling, top control. His takedowns, too, have gone so much better. His timing to getting that double leg that he does. And then once he gets you on the ground, you do not want a guy like Gilbert Burns on top of you. His spirit of being fearless when nobody wanted to fight, Hamza Chimaev, that's the man that raised that. I'll do it. He wants to be a world champion so bad that he's willing to take this fight on short notice. I think this is the fight that's going to be the #1 contender. And I do believe that the winner of this fight more likely could be the next champion. You know who wins? Is all you damn fans. Because you guys are going to see a 5-round war. That's not even the main event where they're actually going to fight and they're going to get down and dirty.
BKFC President David Feldman gives his take on Conor McGregor showing up to BKFC 41.
At the end of the day, I was really paying attention to the fights. It was a sold-out crowd, unbelievable crowd here, unbelievable fighters, unbelievable fights, so I don't want to take away from these guys. But of course, it's phenomenal to have Conor McGregor here, the #1 talked about combat sports athlete in the world, jumps in the ring and challenges one of our fighters. And whether it ever happens or not doesn't really matter. The fact is, it was a viral moment for us. And the fact is, when he's talking about it, everybody else in the combat sports world is talking about it. So it was a great thing for us.
Alex Bejeda keeps a straight face during the drop of a roller coaster.
Ganze Welt sieht es. Alex, the whole world sieht es. Sag es dir mal.
Todo el mundo va a ver eso. Scheiße. Scheiße. Oh, oh, okay, no.
Josh Thomson and Thomson McCarthy on the Weighing In podcast give their reactions to Mike Perry defeating Luke Rockhold. They say that Luke was trying to be slick like a boxer, but bare knuckle boxing is just different.
I just look and it's like certain sports are made for certain people, and I've said it. I think Mike Perry in this, as long as he stays with the mentality that he has, he's going to be a hard match for anybody.
Yeah, realizing that you can't use your kicks. Realizing, like I saw in the first couple clinches, he was trying to, Luke was trying to get double unders instead of just clinching the head and getting the plum tie, and dirty boxing, and make it a grimy fight. Mike Perry.
He didn't want to make it a grimy fight.
No, Mike Perry.
He wanted to make it a slick fight.
Yeah, but Mike Perry was going to the body. He was making it. He was trying to get it in close, put his forehead in the chest, and trying to land some big shots. Luke was struggling a little bit with the circling, the rotation. He thought he was going to stick and move. No. But Luke was trying to be slick like a boxer. And this sport is not for that way. This sport is all about, getting after it, getting in your face, getting on the tie, uppercuts to the body, turn you and hit you again. when you get to the ropes, kind of dig the body a little bit and then come off, make a little angle, and then let you go again. It's a very grimy, dirty fight, almost like a stand head-to-head type fight, and just like, okay, let's just not move. Yeah, sling it. Let's just, yeah. It's this fight was, one was trying to be a technical fighter, and the other one was legitimately just trying to be a street fighter, and it was working, and it was working for him. It was it was actually a really close fight up until the cut or the jaw or whatever it is. I know he chipped his tooth, 2 of them, and he got a nice little gash right on the underside on his bottom lip. I think he's got some stitches.
If Mike Perry had this injury, I don't think he would have stopped. He doesn't have that. You know, you've seen Mike Perry with his nose halfway across his face, and he's still fighting.
This sport is not for everyone, and it's not just talking about Luke. I'm talking about a lot of fighters.
It was good competition. I thought Mike Perry looked fantastic, and I thought Luke, you know, he went out there and tried. He gave it his best, and realized, okay, this is different than I thought it was going to be. It ain't meant for me. And now that I've been injured, I got to get out of here. It's okay.
Jon Jones is no longer interested in fighting or competing with Israel Adesanya anymore. Jon also reveals there's a good chance that he retires after the fight with Stipe Miocic, unless Francis Ngannou comes back. Jon went on to say, I feel like my legacy and my career are past his. If this was like an Instagram following competition, then yeah, we'd be neck and neck. But when it comes to our body of work, there's no competition and there's no reason for me to compare myself to him. He's done great things, and you know, people say there's lots of room in the sky for many stars, and he is undoubtedly a star. But I feel like our careers are really uncomparable. Not a fight that I need, no. On Francis, Jon continued, yeah, I do believe a Francis Ngannou fight would be worth entertaining, not retiring. Yeah, I think a Francis fight would come with some serious revenue, and I think that would make it worth my while. Francis is a former champion, and he's pretty damn popular here in America and across the world. He's very well known, and it would bring a lot of money, and for that, I would be willing to come back. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, Khamzat versus Usman is one crazy fight. Make it happen. The second one's from Bertle McGirdle. It says, as much as I would love to see this fight, I'm going to have to see Khamzat make 170 pounds before I believe it's happening. They could sign the contract and attend the press conference, but it's not until he weighs in at 170 the day before that I'll believe the fight is happening. And the final one says, well, obviously Chatri and Francis aren't going to see eye to eye about things outside of the promotion. If Francis walks in there saying, not gonna lie to you, I'm about to sign to PFL. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.